Hi guys, I wanted to come out with a really quick video with this breaking news. I want to show you something that I was not aware of. I just found out today because the two people that went boots on the ground for me, they watched my videos and they said that there was something I didn't mention that's really important, and I wasn't aware of this until right now, and I'm excited. So I have a couple of things I want to show you guys too, probably tomorrow, because right now this is blowing me away. So you guys have seen this picture before. That when you come into campsite number 9, you have the double omega trees here, and this tree looks like a gun sight. And then, like I told you, if you look down through these trees, that's where the NOOK is. It's down there. Now, I want to show you something really quick, and I wasn't aware of this at all. This is going to blow you away. And there's no way that this is a coincidence. I mean, the omega in the poem, the end, the deceased, everything I explained in the poem that led me here by following the sun and using the wheel. What are the chances that I would go to campsite number 9, right below? This is the closest campsite to the Marble Gaze, so we're tarry scanting. Here's the picnic table where you would eat your sandwich, right? And you need a flashlight to actually see in the nook because it, especially in the summertime, you're not gonna. There's no way somebody would stumble on that. This is absolutely not a coincidence. Just like I can prove to you that the fact that you see try the wheel is also not a coincidence. I'm going to get more into that tomorrow. Okay, so I want you to look at this. This is from the video that I made earlier, and this is a still screenshot. Now remember, this is the fall, so this is a still screenshot. Now, the man who went on site and did this drone footage for me went back after he watched my videos and he checked out the other footage. And it just so turns out that this little area, not by the campsite, you'll notice that that's covered in trees. You can't see that. So you can't see the omegas that are in the trees at the campsite that I just showed you. You can clearly see them when you're at the campsite, though, when you go boots on the ground because you follow the sun. But check this out, right? And remember, Forrest Fence said that you're probably going to get muddy. Well, that's because you have to go across the creek. And it's going to be kind of hard for you to see it here. The trees grow in around here, the growth, and especially the dogwood, okay? So you can't really see that much except for over here. But you can't really totally make it out. I'm going to try to zoom in here because I don't have the other drone footage that he's talking about. Okay, now I zoomed in. Now, I mean, the resolution's bad because I'm zooming in on the image. Now, remember, the picnic table is like right around here, and the omega is right around here. And when you sight through the double omega tree, you can see down here. Here's what I wasn't aware of. You see, this tree is busted here, right? But you see this tree here, it's a U, okay? And then you can't see it because I put this text on top of there, but under it is the tree itself. So here's the mistake that I made. That tree was not a downed tree. They said, you made a mistake. Not only are those two trees up here double omegas, what I call down trees that are actually covered in NOOK is a tree that grows up out of the ground only by a short amount, maybe let's say the height of the NOOK, and then it bends over naturally into the shape of an omega laying on the ground. And it was damaged by nature or something here. It busted. This is the tip of the curve. You can kind of see the curve here, right? And then it's busted. It's sheared off over here, and this part is going down into the creek. All of this is covered with dogwood, like I said in the summer. A child, if they went with their parents and forded the creek, could probably get under here. So the reason, again, normally in the summertime you can't see through here if the picture was taken in Google because it's all grown. All these this that you're looking at here was shot in the fall. But he went back and he reviewed his drone footage from last year. Remember, I showed you that we found somebody fell to their death up by the waterfall, and there's a grave marker up there. That's why I said that. Okay, it's not at the physical waterfalls itself. It's got to be further downstream. And then the results that I found the closest campsite I already knew. I didn't know that it was campsite number 9. I didn't know the number of it. I just knew that it was the closest camp. They told me that it's campsite number 9. It's the campsite closest to the falls, closest to the water high. Okay, and then down here is campsite 8. The only way to get to campsite 9 is you have to take the trail towards the falls up to a certain point and come into the campsite. In other words, you're not going to go all the way up along the trail. This green line's a trail. You're going to leave that trail and go to campsite number 9. There is no other way to get to this campsite. It's the only campsite at this place that you have to follow the trail to the falls in order to get here. And then this is where the sign is too, right here. Remember I was talking about handicap, that a handicap could get in here because this is crushed compacted gravel. Well, if you go farther down this path, there's another sign there. It says, warning, the trail is not maintained beyond this point. All right, watch your own risk. That's the no place for the meek part. So you're not no place for the meek until you reach the sign that's over here where the turnoff is to campsite number 9. What are the chances, number one, that the sun led me here, the poem led me here, the poem led me to where warm water salts. Then I come down, and at the end of the poem, I end up looking at 2 omegas, trees that grew into the shape of omegas, okay? Not 1, but 2, right? Right next to each other. You sight through them, you look across, and there's an omega that grew laying on its side, and it's covering the nook. And that's where the treasure chest was, right inside of here. You can't see it from Google Earth. It don't go down far enough. But like I said, a person can come in probably about halfway, and the treasure chest was inside of here, and it was likely covered with a rock. And I'm going to bet that rock had an omega on it too. So, but Jack said he messed up that spot, so you can't really see it. And somebody destroyed this half of the tree. Like I said, this used to be attached to here, and this was an omega shape. It grows up from the ground at the P, and it does a 90-degree bend, and then it has a U shaped over it. And that hole it goes right up through the sky, right through the canopy of trees. So that's your lush green forest with the canopy of stars above it at the wheel. I guess this is all a coincidence. I'm going to try to see it in the newer video, but remember, this video was shot like a few weeks ago. So this is not the video that they were telling me about when they actually looked at it in the summer. But let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to try to look at all of these. That's the one of the double trees that you look through over here.
9.
Okay.
So it's just right there.
There's the campsite. There's the picnic table where you would sit and eat your sandwich. Okay. And then when you're going to go down and get the treasure chest, you got to bring your flashlight.
And then you just walk down to right here.
Because when you ford the creek down here, you're not going to be able to see that. But you can't really make it out. Again, all this dogwood that's here, there's dogwood down there, and it's almost like you have to cut your way in unless you were a small child. And it's only maybe if an adult kneeled down, they can crawl in there and then cover themselves up, and nobody would see it. But the forest is so dense in here, and you can't fish here. There's no reason somebody would go there. And this is all muddy, so that's how you're going to get muddy. But what I didn't know is I've been telling you guys, hey, this is a down tree, and the nook is covered with a down tree. They corrected me and said, no, the tree's coming up from the ground here, and it naturally bends 90 degrees, and then it bends again here, and it forms, this is one side of the omega, and then over here is the part that's sheared or busted. And you can see it down here. That was the other branch that formed the other bend of the omega. And it's going right over the treasure chest, literally. Let's look at another video. Maybe you can see it better. Now, here's another video. She's going to pan down to that spot. Like again, you can see the tree comes up out of the ground over here, and it bends 90 degrees, and it comes out here, and then it curves towards us. And this one curves around. From the sky, through the trees, you can actually see this. You can actually see both sides in the summer. Now, I don't know if it's visible in Google or not. and you can't see the chest because the chest is literally under the heavy branch of the omega, and it's down here in this dirt. And like I said, that's not a cave, that's a nook. It's covered over by that tree and it has dogwood around it, but you can clearly see the base where you would enter, where a kid would run through it. Now, in the summertime, I doubt that people will go down here because there's bathrooms here. There's no reason to go take a crap in the woods. And you're not going to come down here and cut you through dogwood and then ford a creek to take a pee. There's absolutely no trails anywhere near here. There's no reason to come down here. And just on the opposite side are where there's a landslide of the heavy loads. So there's your heavy loads and underwater high. This is a tiny fall over here. You can't see it because it's behind a tree. It's maybe 1 feet tall back here that the water comes down. And then up, of course, all the way to the left is where the main waterfalls, the main attraction. So there's no reason somebody would come down here. But even if they did, remember this spot that you can see through now, down there, I'm talking about down there where the tree is completely overgrown. There's no way you could see it. You'd have to be a kid. Now only a searcher would know the omega trees, and then they look through those two omegas and see an omega laying on the ground. Only a searcher would go over there and investigate. And the water doesn't go anywhere near on this side where it would have carried the chest away. What a cool thing. I mean, let's see if we can see any more from the side. You can kind of see the part, like again over here. You see this one? That's, like I said, it's sheared off. If you look at it from above, I did not know that. But anybody, even if another searcher came here before, if they didn't solve the poem like I did, and they didn't know that the sun leads you down here like I do, and they didn't know that you have to ford the creek like I do, they wouldn't have any reason to know it. What they would have done was kept following the trail all the way to the waterfalls. Here's another video. That's just inside the nook that I'm talking about. The tree is growing out of the ground and laying on its side. It didn't fall. The actual trunk is down here and it's bent. And look at the size of that thing. I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, just looking at the size of him. This is his head, and this is the middle of his right above his stomach. That's huge. That thing's got to be 30 inches in diameter, and then it comes out and it curves this way, and then it curved this way. But over here, not this tree over here, but underneath that, like I said, is the other branch that was connected over here that was busted off. This is what you could see. And normally, see, at this point, he cut all the dogwood that was covering it up. There's dogwood all over here. So even if somebody did go down into this woods and they weren't a searcher, I don't know why they would in the first place. There's absolutely nothing here. But you couldn't see inside of here because you see the way it looks over here with the branches over it? That's exactly the way it looked here. So somebody would look at that and say, oh, beavers made it or something like that, but they couldn't have because there's no water over here. That's not a dam. This is not a natural dam. That's just a natural growth on the side, you know? And then the creek goes over a little waterfall over here, comes down and goes here. And it's just like you can see the water ain't deep at all. So literally, all you have to do is walk down to the campsite and come over here, which is roughly 50 feet away from the campsite. So that last 50 feet, is where you actually have to do the work, board the creek. Guys, I mean, I'm sold on this. And wait until you see my video that I'm going to do either tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to go back over to Pummigan and show you some things that I haven't showed you before. But I guarantee you, I would bet money on it that this is the spot. So if you want to feel eerie, you want to feel like you can see what Ben's seen, this is it. It was right inside of there, the treasure chest, and it was under rocks. Jack took the chest and he threw some rocks in there and branches. We did some investigation there and did some samples around the soil to check for compactness and then check other soil areas around the area to compare it to see what was disturbed in that spot. And I'm not going to tell you about that at all. I'm going to keep that information to myself, private. for many reasons. So there's no reason for me to tell you that. But this is, trust me, this is where Jack got the treasure chest. I'm just amazed. And as soon as I get a hold of that other drone footage, I'll show it to you guys. It was taken for the summer, but you're going to be amazed that from the sky you can see right through the canopy, the lush green forest, right through the trees, and of course we're under the medicine wheel, which is an observation place for the stars. This is the spot. Period. Peace.